Guys, what's going on? Kind of got a special review, at least special to me, tonight for, it's a little after the holidays, but I'm doing the Mad Elf Ale from Troegs Brewery. The only thing is this is actually a bottle from 2010. I've had this since November 15th of 2010. If that gives you an idea, it's, I guess, aged for a year and a couple months almost by now. And I actually have a 2011 bottle that I bought in November this past year that I'm gonna do maybe right after this one. But yeah, this pretty special because this is the first beer I actually picked up to age. I was getting into beer and I saw you can age high ABV beers, so I grabbed the Mad Elf because I liked it, and I was like, oh, okay, it's 11%, I could probably let this sit. So I let it sit. I figured I'd let it sit for a couple months and want to drink it, but I just kind of forgot about it and picked up the 2011 and just remembered I had it in the fridge, so I'm going to give this one a go. This is a year or 2 months aged Mad Elf from Troegs Brewery. Hey guys, the appearance of this beer is it's pretty hazy actually. A lot of speckles inside, very hazy, some carbonation, but not much coming up from the Duvel glass here, which is etched on the bottom supposed to have carbonation, not a ton. There's a little bit of sticking to the glass. The head is thinned out a lot. It poured pretty bubbly, but nothing crazy. Almost a ruby red, dark orange color to the beer. Still pretty decent looking beer for aged over a year. Here it is, the smell of the 2010 Mad Elf. Wow, you can definitely tell it's definitely dimmed down a lot, which obviously is from the aging. You can expect that, because I know this beer fresh is pretty pungent with cherries and honey, and the smell is bringing out a lot more of the Belgian characteristics in this beer. Yeah, it almost smells like candy actually, and it has a very nice cherry smell, a little bit of that honey maybe, and then yeah, it just kind of has this decent Belgian cherry smell to it. It's actually a pretty good smell. Okay guys, here we go. Troegs Mad Elf Ale brewed with honey and cherries, 11%. Here we go. Cheers. Wow, that's very interesting. It's definitely mellowed out a ton compared to when I had it last, and I really know when I try that 2011 here soon. But this is the 2010 Mad Elf, and right off the bat, it's nothing really lingers on the tongue. It kind of just goes down, and you just get a hint of something lingering on your tongue, but it's all pretty sweet all the way through this beer. Yeah, it's a very candy sweet beer. That Belgian yeast brings out a ton of almost candied sugar, I guess I would want to say, and then those cherries come through, not prominently, but definitely getting the cherries, and then I guess the honey adds some sweetness to it. But overall, this is a very easy drinking. A nice, a little bit age on this makes it very drinkable. Excuse me. But I'm going to let it warm up a little bit and then come back with my final thoughts and my rating on the Troegs Mad Elf 2010. Here we are guys, back with my final thoughts and my rating on the Mad Elf 2010 from Troegs Brewery. Had this beer since November 15th of 2010. And I gotta say, I'm probably going to like it better fresh. I'll find out when I open the bottle. I haven't had it in a while, so this is an aged version. I think it's almost lost too much compared to fresh. It's still still a pretty good beer, but I think it's lost a decent amount of good flavor letting it sit for over a year. I would say that it tastes very similar to the Delirium Noel that I had, but in a very dimmed, a lot less carbonated version. But it has the cherry notes are in there, the honey, sweetness, very Belgian-y, yeast, very Belgian yeast characteristics in here. And that, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's almost kind of what you would think. There's a little bit more, maybe some spiciness or something. There's maybe a hint of that, but really it's just you get some mild cherries, you get some sweetness from the honey, and then the Belgian yeast. And really, it's not that carbonated. Obviously, it's been aging, so not very impressed, I guess, with my aging of the Mad Elf 2010. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a B. Although it's took some blows from the aging, I guess it's still a pretty decent beer, pretty solid beer, and I would definitely recommend letting a bottle. I don't know if I'd recommend letting a bottle sit. It's kind of always interesting to just taste an aged beer. So I would almost recommend grab a couple of these when they come out in November, and let one sit, drink one. Know what it tastes like fresh, and then maybe you might think it's off-putting fresh because some people think it's a pretty strong beer, but then you might enjoy it when it's actually mellowed out and warmed up a little bit. So I'm gonna give a B to the Troegs Mad Elf 2010 version. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. Just remember, comment, rate, subscribe, and keep checking out. I'm gonna try to keep a schedule of Monday, Wednesday, and a weekend review of beer. And so we'll see how that works. Some nights I can't do a beer review because I'm working late or don't even feel like having a beer when I come home. So I'm gonna try to keep Monday, Wednesday, and a weekend review. And also I'm trying to do some collaboration reviews. I've been talking to a couple people. I talked to Max Spang from Snobby Beer, and he said if he was ever in town, maybe we could do a collaboration review of some beers. And also I can't pronounce the name, Reda, something like that. Been posting a lot of comments. He lives actually pretty close to me. I was hoping to meet up with him sometime soon and do a couple video beer reviews together of some different beers. And that's pretty much it. The only news I have is I'm going to tasting this Sunday of Abyss 2010 and Abyss 2011. And if you saw my Abyss 2010 video, you would know that I'm super excited to try that beer again. So that's the news I have pretty much. Might take my video camera to that and try to get some footage, but maybe not. We'll see. Alright guys, I'm just babbling on. So until my next review, cheers.